Hello, Black Belt. Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? I heard you's movins'. It's exciting. Looking forward to seeing you getting active on the SMP, or maybe we'll do some blockheads. I don't know what Barry has planned. Get you somewhere where you got some internet, maybe. Alrighty, let me see here. Got that pinned up. Alright. Title's not super accurate today. You're good? Okay, I am okay. I'm a little sleepy. I've got sand in my eyes. I didn't sleep very good. Didn't sleep very good last night. Didn't go back to sleep very good. So I have resigned myself to being tired today. I got something to show you, dude. I think you're going to be proud of me. Let me see here. Yeah, I saw the comment on there. Hopefully you'll get somewhere where they'll give you some good internet. Alrighty, let's go to playing. Everything looking good. Everything running. Everything sounding good. Alright. Let me show this to you. Boy. Hello, dude. What's up? Oh, we need an overlay. And we better be careful because there might be a creeper sneaking up on me. You never know these days. I need to be able to see you guys' text, but let me get down here where I know I'm safe. And make sure everything's running. Ah, good, my tree grew. My tree grew. This is the farm I'm going to be moving here pretty soon. Don't know if we'll do that on stream today, though. Let's go ahead and turn off the counter. I think that's good. There you go. I can see us. Turn off the counter. Check our music settings. Still pretty loud. But you gotta have good music for building, you know how that goes. Alright, and then going into chatting for a second, turning off the counter, and then going back to the play screen. Want to know a good way to something up? Oh, what's a good way to wake up? I have one too that I didn't do, but I could have done, but I didn't do it. But I do have one too. But let's hear yours and I'll tell you mine. I got a giant cup of coffee next to me. I went for an old-fashioned way of waking up. We've got a slime around here. I can hear him. I knew we had a slime chunk nearby, but I didn't know there was... Oh my goodness, that is so fucking cool. Pardon my language, I did not mean to be swearing. This is what I wanted to show you down here, not the slime. I didn't know I'd have that. I know I have a slime chunk around here. I haven't figured out where it is yet. I'll read your methodology here in a minute. That is really cool. Pardon the swearing, I was excited. Let me get up here and make sure I'm safe. I'll grab a dog and take him with me. Let's hear what your method is here. Hello, Berry Pumpkin. Welcome to the stream. So, what's your method for waking up? And I'll show you guys what I got here. So, welcome to the Cave of Nightmares. This is what I worked on off camera. Might have a little bit recorded for the single player. But it goes all the way down here and all the way over there. And then it goes all the way down that way. And I haven't even managed to beat it all yet. There's still more I've got to defeat. This took at least 3 hours, I think, to get in here with the herd of dogs, which I managed to do it without killing any of them, even though I kept hitting them with my sword and they kept getting blown up by creepers. I only lost in my first foray. The second foray I didn't lose any. So that was cool, and I got all lit up, and I know I've got a slime chunk down here. You guys just saw a big old slime hopping around, and that's going to be good. I don't need more slime balls than that. So there's more over that way that I still have yet to light up, and there's more over this way I've got to light up down below me. The slime comes from over here. I'll show you guys where it is. It hopped all the way down from over here. The slime chunk is somewhere inside here. And there's a geode over there. So that's what I've been doing. So that's why I said you might be proud of me, Black Belt, because I did all of this by myself. And you know how terrible I am at caving. I'm absolutely horrible at it. But I did it. I overcame my fear and I did it. But I had to have dog help, as you can see. Dunkin' Donuts recently sold orange, magenta, and white jumpsuits. Huh, okay. Interesting factoid. I forgive you for swearing. That's, I know. It's not done yet. You know what's at the end of this cave? There's an actual in-city, whatever they call that underground city thing. There's one of those at the end of it, I think. I think this is the cave where it is. Way around the side. It's going to take at least another 2 to 3 hours to clean it all out. Well, yeah, I want to make a slime farm, Barry. Of course, hooray for slime junks. I stole from Ray Cactus and got all of this sand and this here, but I told Ray Cactus what I took and paid him. I didn't just steal, I did pay him. And I asked if he wanted anything else. He said I could take resources as I needed, but I reimbursed all the nether wart I took. But I did not yet reimburse all of the soul soil or whatever it is there. I didn't replace that yet. That'll have to be done later. We haven't gone into the nether yet. This season, I don't think we even have any sort of a nether passage. We got one guy on the roof, and that's it, I think. But I will get up there and get my thing up there at some point. This is getting moved, and I'll show you guys what my thought is, and you guys can let me know in the chat. Maybe you can do a little research for me if you want. It's a good or a bad idea. Ancient city, that's it. I believe that cave leads to an ancient city, don't quote me. I think it's been raided by Xaero, but I don't know if he got everything. It's a huge cave, and I think I might even go back to my other mine. Pretty sure I think Black Belt got the name right. Black Belt, what's that tip for waking up, man? Let me know and I'll let you know mine. This is my fisherman. I've got all these guys down here. So this is mystery number 1, and I want to welcome you guys to the stream. So give me a minute here. I gotta get my camera view and let's do this. Let's jump up. All right, here we go. It's so tight in here, man. Look at this. I'm rubbing shoulders with each side of the wall. Hey, there you are. Yeah, welcome. Hey, thank you for coming to the stream. See where I'm standing right here? This is where iron golems keep spawning, and I have no idea why. Look at where my fishermen are. They're all underground, and there's nothing here that can threaten them, and they keep spawning iron golems here, and I need to figure out the mechanic that causes them to spawn an iron golem here, because I need to use that for a farm I have. So if you have any idea or can research and tell me the whatever it is, iron golem spawning thing that causes them to spawn here, let me know. They used to spawn inside the cells, but I put carpet down to keep them from spawning. I just keep this here bare floor so I can get the free iron every time they spawn in the wall here. But welcome to the stream, and title's a little misleading, and I apologize in advance. We're not really building bigger, unless you think building a village with a bunch of smaller buildings is building bigger, but we are building better, and I wanted to stress improvement in mental attitude, improvement in building skills, improvement in playing skills. So that was the best I could come up with. Hope that's okay. Let's go back to normal view here. So as you can see, these guys don't have any way to talk to each other. Take a look at this. This is all they've got. They got a little hole here, a little trapdoor underneath. So there's no way for them to be considered a group unless they can talk to this little hole. And I can make it talk even better by removing this block. They can't get back and forth with each other, but I could do that, and I'd probably even get little babies in here if I wanted to. But somehow they're summoning golems in fairly regularly in here, and I don't know how. You need to put the squid farm in a river biome. Make sure to drain the water. So yeah, I know that. But thank you for the tip, Black Belt. Yeah, I know that. This is what I'll show you here in a minute. Very, very ghostly of you. All right, Black Belt, pay attention here real quick, dude. All right, we're gonna go to M. Zoom in here on the map, and look at this: forest, forest, forest. But here's a river. Here's another forest. Here's a river. Here's a river. Here's a forest. 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 River. This is the best I could do for river. So I got just these few here. This is the best spot I could find. I'll show you my project. I think you might remember. You saw it last stream. That's all river there. And then I've got frozen river here. And that's what's giving me some salmon. I got a lot of salmon out of this. So yeah, I did that. That's what all of this is all about. I drained. Ooh. Ah! I killed myself. I drained all that out down there, and that's what all that's about, is I drained all that out. Well, there goes my 30 some or whatever it is levels that maybe I had 18 levels. I don't even know what levels I have. Let's go get my stuff. Wasn't paying attention, and I fell down and I hurt myself, and it's all Black Belt's fault. We're going to blame him. Anyway. Yeah, so I drained all this out. So hold on a minute. No, I'm not going to fight that guy. Just going to go down here and get my stuff because I don't want to punch him in the face when I've got zombies coming at me. All my stuff should be down here in the hoppers. Oh, I got some of it. Didn't get into the hoppers yet somehow. Right on the edge. Don't ask me how. That's Black Belt's fault. We're going to blame Black Belt for that death. Black Belt killed me. I think that's a fair thing to say, right? Oh, look at that. I'm only half dressed, man. Here I am in public half dressed. No, I want the golems to spawn, Barry. That's the thing. I want to know how they're doing it because I want to use that to create an iron farm. Because from everything that I remember, all the stuff that I read, iron farms are built by having the villagers talk to each other in groups of 2 or 3 or whatever it is. They're supposed to talk at each other. That's, as I understand, how it's supposed to work. And that's how they summon the golem. They do it because there's a zombie there or something that inspires them to spawn the golem. But as you can see, they're underground. There are occasionally bad guys up above. They might be able to hear them, not that far down underground. And sometimes the bad guys do fall down there, but they can never see any of the bad guys. And I don't know if they can actually hear them or not. I mean, they're just too far away for them to be interacting with at all. So I want to learn the mechanic. That's what's important here. Man, I survived that whole cave and Black Belt kills me with a distraction. I mean, it just, oh man. Black Belt, you better get on the server so I can take this bow and use it on you. Anyway, I'll show you what's going on over here. I didn't even die once in all that cave exploring. And Black Belt killed me, man. I'm just teasing, by the way, dude. I hope you know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Alright, let's go up here and see if that creeper's still around or if he just spawned. But yeah, I want to know how they are summoning in here. And I want the iron, so I don't mind if the golems spawn in here. That's fine. I get the free iron and I repair the golems that are wandering around above. But what I want to know is how they're doing it. I'm going to put some lanterns in these little spaces here. Because that mechanic, whatever it is, it allows them to summon without really being able to talk to each other or see each other or interact, is what I want to use. Important. Anyway, Black Belt, over here on the screen, I'm going to show you what I did. I already did this whole draining thing you're talking about, dude. So if I go down here, let's see if I can get myself to fall off and die again. All of this is drained out and I got to put something here. This was all water before. So I did this and I built this, I guess you'd call it a dam, but it's actually going to be a seawall for our village. Now we're going to start building up here, folks. That's the plan today. We're going to build, I think, right here. But I got to figure out which direction I want the place to face. I think I know what I want, but I'm not 100% sure. I could also build right here to start. I might do that. I'm not 100% sold yet. I might even try to build a little bit bigger of a building right here and just kind of freestyle it. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to the building today. We're going to do that in just a second. But here's what I want to show you. I guess it'd be better if I just went this way. Let's jump in the boat with our doggy. Our doggy's been freezing in here on the boat. So I have been also told that squid do not spawn anywhere except in river biome at a particular level, right? All right, well, let's take a look in here. And what do you see? Squid. And there's squid over there somewhere. I don't see them right now, but they're usually over there. I usually see, and you guys saw when I was building out here, those of you that were on the streams when I was doing the wall. Yep, there's 2 more right there that just spawned in. And this whole area here that I'm at, and if I look at the map, and I come in here and I zoom out, you can see these are chunks. Look at this. I've got cold ocean, cold ocean, cold ocean, cold ocean. I've got 4 right here. Could even go up to here, but I'll probably do these 4 right here. I think would be the best. I'm not 100% sure. I might just do 2. I might just do 1 chunk at a time and then expand it. I don't want it to be too visible to the house. I might go back over here and do it in here. Looks like I've got even more over here. Oh, this would be even better. I can go even further over. Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's go over and take a look at that. But I can make a farm right here. But they tell me that squid don't spawn in the cold ocean. And yet, there they are. So I don't understand why I've got all this conflicting information. But we got seaweed here. So we got kelp. Yeah, we could come right in here and we could do our farm. We could even do our farm. Look at this. We've got some land right here. So if we do it here, we've got, nope, that's frozen. We don't want that. We only want the cold and we don't want the stony. So we could do these here maybe. And then it would be out of our view range. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having it closer to the base. It's only got to be at water level because they'll spawn anywhere up to level 63, and this water level we're at is 62. It's just when I look down, but I wouldn't see this. When I look down from there, I don't want to see like a big grid like over there, but I might be able to find a way to turn the top of it into a farm, or maybe I'll put a little island there where the fishermen could be. I don't know yet. I just need to think about that. But that's the other thing I want you guys to research and help me with if you want to do that. I want to know what the actual terms are for squid spawning. Can they spawn in a cold ocean? Because what I'm seeing says they can, which means that a cold ocean farm should work, which means I'd also get cod and salmon, which would be a great way for me to have all the trades I need for my villagers. So that's the plan right now. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I want to know if I'm on a right lead here. But those are 2 things that I can't find information for on any of the tutorials online. Logical Geek Boy doesn't cover it. Ari hasn't been able or hasn't been willing to answer the question yet. I put them both up in his forum. Maybe he doesn't know either. I don't know. He is kind of busy right now though. So, alrighty. Showed you guys that. I got one more thing to show you and then we're going to get building. All right, you guys still with me there? Let me know in the chat. I'm not seeing any updates, so let me check and scroll through, make sure we're all good. But yeah, any help you want to give me on that, researching that, figuring that out, I would surely appreciate it. And I've got a design for a farm in mind. Look at this. I got even 4 other grease balls over here, so we're all set on them for a little while. All righty. So, next thing to show you guys. Let me check and make sure we are online and you guys didn't lose me and I didn't lose you. Looks like everything's working here and updated. So we got good music. Okay. Oh, we need to do some announcements. You guys didn't get announced yet. I'm sorry about that. Let me do that really quick. You know, there's always something I forget. It's not a stream unless I forget something. Alrighty, sending out the live notifications. And music, of course, is by slip.stream, and I'll tell you guys the playlist in uno momentus. Clips and vlog. I believe this is invite codes. No. Okay, hold on a minute. We're getting dark out and I need to get where it's safe. I can't see it through the menu and I don't know Aries Discord well enough to remember where the silly thing is. I'm blind. I'm blind. And there's no little thing to tell me. I've got your guys' text box right over. Alright, it's way down here. Okay, invite codes for stream. Gotchas. Okay, we've got the announcements up. Let's turn Discord off. Pull you guys back up. Alrighty, looks like everything's working on my end. I don't see any issues, but let me know if you guys are still there, if there's any issues. Alright, I'll show you the last thing. So that's the plan. We're going to be doing a little village building project today. I'm going to drink my coffee. You guys are going to hear some slurping noises. And I'll tell you guys what music we're listening to. Let me know if the audio and everything else is set about right for you. I think I'm holding my thing at an odd angle here. There we go. I feel like my mic is kind of in my face, but I think that's okay. I can barely see it through my eyes. I need to find a way to position this microphone that I'm happier with. Our tree grew, partly. We're going to harvest those for a little bit of accent wood at some point. So the last thing that we did, you guys might want to nose about. So down here we got ourselves a sheepy farm. And it's producing woolish. We're hoping for some more white wool because we need to be able to get my white wool count up. I don't know what we're going to use for beds. We'll probably use one of the more of the predominant wools that we have. So that's the plan there. I've got them set aside. Let's get our first building kind of sketched out. Let's get started. But yeah, I finally made a sheep farm. I guess the only other thing to show you, there'll be some of this stuff covered in an offline episode I'm working on, is that I got this kind of figured out. And this is what we're going to do in here. It's not, you know, the spiral staircase that I wanted initially, but I think this is going to be better. The only issue I foresee is that you can't really walk in here because then you'd be falling down the edge. It wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to figure out some kind of tower or placement in there. I don't know what that's going to be. So I am going to decide right now which way we're going to go. Do I want to start on this end? You know, in my mind, I have it pictured that I'm starting on this end. That's what my mind has in its picture window. But I want to move over one. But I don't know what we're going to do about this right here. And do I want to leave a walkway around it is another question. Because where this is right now, we've got a nice walkway. If I move it up one, we lose this space of 2 here that we've got. And I don't know what we would do with the space over here. Now, the other way we could do it is we could move it up one. Have it facing that way. Would you face towards the water? I think you would actually probably want to face this way, inward to the village. Okay, so I got to try to do this design by my memory, and I don't know that I have my memory down very good right now. So let's see. I got to figure out what I want to make our walls, our floors, all of our stuff out of. As you can see, I've been collecting materials here. So for this one, we're going to do the occasional cracked brick. We're going to do some calcite and stuff when it comes to the second stair. Some calcite, some diorite, and some polished diorite. We might do the occasional andesite. We'll do the occasional mossy block. We're going to do a lot of these, maybe some tough. Little of this. And I think we need some wood. So we're going to do some spruces. We're going to try that to start. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, unfortunately, there's no fast forward build mode to engage here, so you got to watch the whole painful, tedious process. And I messed up. You guys catch what I messed up on? Let me know in the chat if you did. Let's fix that if we can. I forgot to come over here and collect my saplings. And saplings are very hard to come by with dark oak. But I've got another one up here, so let's grab this dark oak up here. And we'll get saplings out of it, and then we will remember this time to come back and get those saplings because we need them. And then we'll replant. Because right now all I've got is 3, and as you guys saw before, they won't grow in groups of 3, so... we need at least one group of 4 to help me get my little growing pattern going here. Any of them falling down here that you can see? I don't see any yet. Oh, I got an apple. We're going to play around here just for a minute or two while I wait for at least one sapling to drop. These guys are greedy with their saplings. I saw that. I think that was a sapling, but where did it go? There it is. Oh, 2. Good. We need more than that, but let's grab those. That's 2. That's a start. Okay, this one will now grow, and we can get more stuff out of it. I messed that up. I needed to keep an eye on that better. All right, we might be stuck, but that's okay. We'll leave them there until we can get more. I don't think this little tree here is going to suck up any of my saplings, but let's find out. All right, got some more stickies. That's 36 dark oak, so that will help. Got plenty of food, that's good. Ah, we got one. We need one more. Okay, cross your fingers. We just need one more. One more and we're done. We can get out of here. I got to have both of these guys growing, so I need one more. May not get lucky enough to get one more. It's not looking good. Look what I got in my hot little hand. We did it. Okay, we're good. We can leave now. Let's get on building. That's what we needed. We needed to have 4. All right, we got our bed over here. Let's bring our bed a little closer so we don't have to walk so far. I do not like staying awake at night out here. It's just terrifying all the time. Hey, look, that thing grew already. All right, let's go ahead and rough out our design. I'm going to face it inwards towards the village. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, if that's a good or a bad or an ugly idea. All right, so here we go. This is the one we're going to remove. It's going to look really good when all of this snow and all this other stuff kind of settles. We're going to wait for sunset and then we're going to sleep. I'm thinking we're going to use, oh, we need some plain stone. I almost forgot. We need some plain stone for this wall design that I have, and we need my silky ready to go too. I got my silky ready to go. Okay, good. Because we don't want to lose any of my plain stone if we have to break it. We're going to be kind of roughing out the patterns. So, oh, we got some stuff to get rid of. We got some balls, some this, and some sand. Let's toss it in there for right now. Bedtime. I know Black Bill doesn't want me to sleep, but I gotta sleep, man. The bad guys around here are terrifying at night. It's like asking to die. Let's see if we can hit this in beat with the music here. Not quite, but close. All right, let's get on to the building. So here we go. I need to figure out if I want to blend this into a corner of this wall. I've got 2 choices. I could blend it right here. I like the idea of blending it into a corner of the wall, folks. So we're going to do that. And if somebody comes around here, we're going to hit them with a snowball. Let's rough it out with the stone to begin with. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This gives me even more room this way too. Now we gotta go, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, something like that. Memory's fuzzy. All right, I don't remember if it's 3 or if it's 2 for this design. Let's try this. I believe this is correct. Now with this design, the door is, come on brain, I think the door is here, so this may not work. This may not be the facing we want. Where's the door at on this silly thing? I keep forgetting. This is fine. Yeah, door can go right here. We got it. All right. The one thing that I wish that I had that I have not been able to figure out yet is how I am supposed to do a non-framing kind of build. It just doesn't work for a village, I guess. But I keep seeing these other people do these really cool builds where they don't frame stuff out, and I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do more, I guess it's called freeform. Would that be a right design for it? I don't want to do regular like I've been doing. So that's the goal. That's the thing that I am striving towards. So we're going to say towards the sea here that this, we should probably have a bit of a stoop. We're going to say that towards the sea here that the moss has gotten into this place. So we're going to have a moss here. But you know, the owners are proud of their house and they're going to be cleaning it up as best they can, right? So they're going to scrub a little bit, but they're not going to scrub a lot. So trying to remember if I did it in a T shape here around it or if I just did it in front. I think I did it in front. So these two here are going to be scrubbed, but it's not going to extend to the... There we go. Okay. All right, and then our floor is going to be a mixture of stone. Let's do a little cracked brick, maybe a couple of andesite punctuation, and maybe some cobble. Let's see what we think of that. So not a lot of stone, just here and there where there might be some stresses in the building floor design here. And we'll do a little bit of this plain stone that we've got going on here. And then I think I want some andesite punctuations here and there. Not a lot, just a little here and there. And then I don't know if I want the cobble or not down here, but I think I do. I think I want some of this to be cobble, so, but not a lot of cobble. Let's see, that's too regular there. Let's move this one over by one and do that. And we'll give it one more cobble right here. All right, so that's the floor of our building that we're going to have. That's their floor that you're going to come on into normally. Look at that guy spawning out there, man. All right, so along the edges, we might have a brick or two. I don't know if we're going to have brick more or cobble more, and it's only going to be on the first floor, and then we've got to think of another texture for the top. But let's grab some of these bricks. I got some mossy brick too. So we'll cut out a corner or two and we'll put in a brick or two. So let's say that we have this cut out, and here we put in this mossy brick. All right, and then maybe we do the same thing over here, but in this case, it's up here. And then maybe each of these has a regular brick on top. This one won't have anything. This one here, I think, should be maybe just normal brick. And I can't remember how high I go on these. I have a stair I have to put into it, so... How about that? Alright, hopefully we won't run into any difficulties here. I don't really like how the brick texture looks, but I thought I would try it as kind of an accent in here. Alright, so now we gotta figure out our walls, and I don't entirely know what I want for the walls. But let's try some spruce. Not like that, and stripped. Just to see if that gives me the kind of appearance that I'd like this to have. Man, I cannot place for the life of me. I don't know what's going on there. And then the roof is going to be interesting because we got to figure out how in the world we're going to work that roof. Let's do another. Let's do two here of the moss because it's kind of spreading. All right, and I don't think I have this quite right because I think it goes in one more. I want to say it does. No, I think this is right. Okay. There's a stair we're doing here. Alright, this will be all internal here. Let's see what we think of this as a wall as we try to rough out the idea for this. And of course, to be a professional real Minecraft player, what we have to do is we have to punctuate this with some planks. I watched another guy who was part of the Afterlife SMP and been part of the one with the boats, MCR, Minecraft Revolutions. I knew my memory would get me eventually. And that's what he did, and I think he knows more about building than I do, so I'm going to do what he did. Monkey see, monkey do. Alrighty. Not 100% sure I have this. I think I want to remove this, actually. We need some more planks. Or some more, well, we could put planks there, but we need some stripped. So let's go get some stripped. And here we go. Yeah, we might put a plank on the inside of that. I think that would be a good idea. And then we'll scatter some planks around the walls. Let's do one here. And we'll move this over here and plop you in there. And dude, I think that's going to be better. So here, maybe here, here. He didn't do very many. So I'm not going to do very many either. I have no idea if this will look good. He did more scattered than this. He didn't try like a brick kind of a thing, you know. Got some peeled right here. We'll grab those. I need the planks, not that. That's too regular. I don't quite know. Yeah, see, that's way too regular. That's the problem that I run into is I get caught up in making things too regular, and I don't know if I want the kind of a brick texture or if I just want to have less or what I want. But I'll figure it out. That's part of the learning. Coffee got cold. Ain't nothing better in the world than a cold cup of coffee. Not. Alright, let's try this. Let's make this one just down here though, and then do this. Seems right to me. All right, let's see what we got from a distance. Hopefully we don't have something we hate. You know what? I like it so far. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We're going to try some different texture combinations and ideas. We're going to try some different ways of putting in this stripped wood. The other way we can put it in, of course, is we can go the long way. I want to try that next and see what I think. But we're learning. We're developing our skills today. That's the message for today's stream. We're learning. We're figuring it out. This does kind of match our seawall, so we might have to change our seawall texture. I don't know. Now, if we wanted to get really professional, we'd put some of these up and down to really kind of mess this whole idea of a pattern up. All right, well, let's see what this looks like from a distance. See if we're happy with that, if we want to do any different. For now, I'm going to leave it like that. I kind of like that. I can't remember where all the windows are supposed to go, and I can't remember where I start the next floor. There's a stairwell. I'm going to have to plop a temporary stairwell in here. The stairwell goes up and takes them to the next level. The villagers have a bed to sleep on, as you would expect me to provide for them. But the trick here is that they need to have enough space to move around. Also, we're supposed to have a fire pit in here. And I got to remember exactly how to do that fire pit. But I do have, courtesy of the farmers, a whole bunch of fires. And I have a whole bunch of iron, so I can make some grills. But I think what I decided was the best one wasn't grill. It was wall of some kind. I gotta refresh my memory. I'm doing all this by memory. I might be able to exit the server and go to my building world really quick and make sure I'm on the right track. And I might do that. So if you guys will bear with me, I might do that. I don't know. Alright, so let's find my campfires. I know I've got them around here somewhere. Here we go. Because you would expect that you would have campfires. Of course, we are going to have to create another campfire and some chimneys and stuff. I don't have a chimney on the one of my build world. I didn't get far enough to figure that part out. Now, our next issue. We got to figure out how the door is going to go in here. How would we do a door? And what I think I'm going to try, you guys let me know what you guys think, is something along the lines of this. All right, I think that's what we're thinking. Let's get this also going here. Yep. Now this leaves kind of a log, kind of a texture right here that we may or may not like. There's nothing that says that we can't here in the corners do that. And if we don't like this, we can do the same thing here. But I kind of like that, so I'm going to leave that for right now. So that's our door frame, but that may not be quite right. I don't remember if I go any higher on this or not. And then in here is where our fire will go. There's no fire spread on the server, but we should probably clear out around here for a supposed fire kind of a pit area. And that would require some cracked bricks, I think, and some cobble, maybe a little bit of stone. So let's take a peek. Let's do a little bit of, let's put our fire in. And I think we have to do one more row to make sure that there's nothing it can catch to if it were in a real, world that had fire damage. Oh! That's a hot thing, man. That's a hot thing. Okay, and then I think a little cobble. Does cobble look good with the cracked as a fire thing. Not really. I don't really like the cobble in there. Let's try some andesite and some plain stone. We might use a little cobble as a punctuation piece somewhere, but right now, and then the corner stays what it is, because that's, we already knew that we did that. All right, and I don't remember if we go much higher than that, but let's throw in something, I don't know what, to make it a little more stuff going on here. Maybe one here and possibly one up here. I don't know. It might look too samey. Honestly, I kind of like that with that. Let's go ahead and add a regular brick. And let's turn this into a cracked again. And we'll give it 2 cracked bricks and 1 regular brick, and then that kind of a pattern. I think that will do it. And then if I recall correctly, I have some kind of a wall around it, but I can't remember if I used andesite or cobble or what I used for a wall. Let's get some food in me. It looks like I'm about ready to starve to death. Alrighty. Do I have any wall? I don't have any wall. Okay, when we go to do this, I guess we can just leave it where we are because we're not going to be here in it. So, pardon me for coughing here. Okay, I'm going to just put this fence around it for now, but I'm not 100% sure that's the plan here. I got to go check our pattern, so let's go check our pattern. I remember doing something like this, and then I don't remember the rest of it. I think this is a kind of an idea. And then to spruce it up a little, we might use plain stone wall. But the other way we could do it is plain stone wall and andesite. I've got a black cat for some reason randomly here. I have no idea why he's here, but he's like, hey, what's up? All right, so let's get some plain stone wall and some andesite wall. We got our thing right here. Go 2 stone brick wall. We don't get a plain stone wall, do we? Okay. Well, we do stone brick then. And we do some andesite. And what I don't think would look good here would be the polished andesite, but I don't think you can get... There's another cat. Weird. They're already moving in. I don't even have a villager in place. Okay, so sleepy time. Okay, so we need to go to my little world and figure this out. I think this is the design that we have. So we'll give it a brick here, maybe a brick there. Or should it be, we'll do andesite and cobble. What do you think? Not a huge fan of this. Don't really like the cobble. One of the other things we can do is we can get some blackstone. Or rather some... deep slate. Now with the deep slate, it can look like that the wall is actually kind of sooty, right? I don't know how that's going to work with the andesite. I wish I could get plain stone wall. I guess I can't, or I don't know how right now. You know what? I'm going to go for broke. I'm going to do that whole thing in just the sooty. Oh, I ran out of room. Okay, that's what's going on. Let's put down this boat. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do sooty for the so we'll make a stack of them bad boys. We might blend it in with some polished or some brick or whatever, but I think cobble will fit our theme right now. A little bit of contrast with this wall right here, which I'm not thrilled about. It should probably be sooty as well. Maybe we should mix the block with a full... Well, let's replace some of those bricks with... I don't believe you can crack the deep slate bricks. Well, let's dump some of our materials here that we don't need right now. We're not going to be using the andesite wall or this at the moment. We'll need the wood shortly once we check everything. We don't need another fireplace yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this out. I believe I have some deep slate tiles. So let's replace our tiles that we've got. Do we have enough slot? Yeah, okay. Instead of these lighter ones, because the contrast doesn't work and you would imagine it would be a sooty thing, I think what we're going to do is remove all of this. And do a bit different. I do like the cracked brick. I wish I could keep it. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. All right, let's see how that looks for a fireplace. And we could even extend that theory and have a few deep slate brick. But I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it like this. Like that's a sooty little fireplace that we've got going on here. I wonder if I should extend that theme even to replacing the underside of this with some cobble deep slate stairs. Let's see what we've got. Make them look a little bit like the color's been changed over here. Alright, we're going to go into my building world real quick and we're going to see the rest of our design, figure it out, and come back in here. I do think that's a little bit too much deep slate all over the place around here. These stairs need to be something else. I'm thinking brick, but I don't know if brick's going to work. I could also use wood. Would you use wood on top of, I don't know. Let's try wood. I'm not sure how you would build this. Would you have like cobble on the underside holding up your stairwell, or would you use something else? Now, the problem with the wood is that matches too much with the walls, and I don't like that, so that's not a good idea. I can use polished because that would look like time has passed and you've kind of walked around and worn it down, and maybe you made them out of stairs. Let's try that next. We'll do some polished. Although the problem with this then is, well, you know, andesite would work as a non-sooty block. Alright, so that's what polish would look like, and then if we had andesite on the top, that would make more sense, and we could even use that instead of this. So let's try that. Let's get some andesite polished stairs. I believe that's how high I had it going up. I just had it going up one block, and then it was just a 1 block wide walkway to their area. So andesite to site to site. Okay, so let's get rid of this extra deep slate stuff. We don't need it right now. Got some polish right here. Let's grab. Perfect. I don't know that that's really the opposite, but I can't think of a closer color to a stone kind of a thing than that. Oh, that thing's really puffing out some stuff, isn't it? I mean, if we did have fire tick, it might still burn this building, even though I've got it all surrounded in brick. I don't know. I don't really think that that works very well right here. The transition is too sudden. Not 100% sure what we could put on the underside of these stairs to support them and make them look right. I'm a wee bit stumped. Our other option is stone stairs and then have the andesite be on the other side of that. Let's see what we think of stone stairs. It's about dark, so we're going to have to go to bed. If you like this music, it's pretty good. Keep poking my head in the wrong bin. So apparently I don't have any stone stairs. I guess not. We'll see how that looks. I don't like the color contrast when we're dealing with the andesite to the deep slate. It don't work. It's too sudden. So I guess we're gonna have to get rid of the suit theme outside of the fire pit, but yeah, I think that will work. It's not great, but I think it'll work. It kind of fits. you know, discoloration happening because of this. Okay, so let's go and look in our private world. I'll check on your guys' status and make sure we're all good here. Okay, how is our live streaming going? Everything here looks good. Come on, replay. Let's save that. Okay. So this is called Builder's World, but it's a misnomer. I can't build a regular, like a house for myself to live in here. I tried it and I couldn't explain to you how. You know how if you plant a flower somewhere, let's say you plant a flower that needs a lot of sunlight and you plant it where you would grow mushrooms. That's kind of how it felt. I was like a flower planted where mushrooms are supposed to grow. I couldn't build. I just could not feel inspired. I tried over here. I'll show you guys what I built. It's terrible. I mean, it's not as bad as I like to tell myself it is, but it's bad in my mind. But this is what I was building. I built this, and I built this silly thing, trying to figure some stuff out, and But this here I'm kind of proud of. This is what we're building right now. This I'm proud of. This I'm happy with. Alright, so we have full blocks above. We do have one pillar, but it's in the front, and then it has one going to the side. And we have 1, 2 steps as we thought, and then our lower wall is ending at 2, 3, 4 total height. And then we come into here, and we're going to be going on up into there. And I don't know if we'll have these gates on my world there. I think I might just have doors. I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. There's your vent. I need to create some of these things like that. But that's what I came up with for that. And then I got to figure out a fireplace, even though I might not even do a fireplace. I might just fudge, and you guys won't ever know. And I got 3 beds so that they can mate if you give them food. Okay, so I think I've seen enough. I know how I want to do the roof. I'm going to do an L shape, but I'm going to go the entire thing. We might come back here soon. Ooh, I love this song. I'm going to put this on the favorite list. Okay, so we're on the right track. Let's try to remember what we learned and get back into our world. I am putting this song on the favorite list. Where is my track list? I clicked on something in here. Okay, I am on the EDM track list at slip.stream. I'm going to turn this up one more pinch. I like it. You gotta have good music when you're playing and you're building, man. Alright, let's go make us some trapdoors. If we get lucky, or we get blessed, however you want to look at it, by the end of the stream today, we should have at least 2 of our villagers moved into their new home. That is the plan. Okay, I need to put something down. I have no room anywhere. Let's put some torches down. I gotta remember how to do that solid iron block. Fence. There we go. Expensive, very expensive, but I can get more iron in my iron mine. I've got iron everywhere. I got stacks of it the other day, so it's probably an expensive thing that we don't necessarily need to have. Alright, let's figure out what kind of floor we want these guys to have to walk on in their vent, and I'm just thinking just straight up cobbles maybe. Guys are humming away down there. Let's get rid of some more blocks we don't currently need at the moment. Make us some roomage. You know, we could actually try putting in some of the smooth basalts, like in the floor or occasionally punctuated in the other design. Let's give that a try, and we'll have the brick. We'll try that. I know the smooth basalt will work, but let's just punctuate with one or two smoothie basalties. See, that looks better or worse. Ooh. I like that. Smooth basalt for the win, man. Except that I think I ran out of room again. So what can we get rid of? We've got two of these blocks here, but we gotta put them down somewhere. We got an extra crafting table we don't need on me. I need to make room. I gotta have more space. I don't have enough space. I might have to get a chest and bring it over nearby so that I can just dump stuff and get it again immediately. That's really frustrating, you know, as a builder, you just want access to your stuff, man. Let's do that. Let's make a couple of chests. Let's do 2 double chests. And put all of this in the wood box right now. Put these wood chests down and just dump a bunch of my stuff that I'm going to want for the next build in a chest somewhere near me, so I don't have to worry about running back and forth all night and all day. Alright, we'll put all this plain stone in here. We're working on the fireplace right now. We'll put all this in here. We don't need any of this right yet. We need this. We need our food, of course. We don't need the milk right now. Alright, we're going to get the smooth basalt out, and this, and that. We'll move the fish up one, and that. Actually, we can move the tools here, and that gets me a little more room. Alright, let's grab my table before it goes away, and all my other blocks that we need. Alright, I do like how the smooth basalt kind of works there in the fire. Let's see how it looks instead of the cobble, because I think I prefer it over the cobble. Yeah, that feels like a wicked fireplace right there, man. Alright, now I don't know what to do about the back side, but I'll worry about that bad boy later. We need another stone step. I'm still not 100% happy with my stairwell, but we're gonna live and let live with it. All right, so now we're gonna have up in here, we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a solid floor, and I think there's where we're gonna use some cobbles. See if it looks. Yeah, cold coffee. Blah, 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 blah. 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 All right. I invented a new way for people to live back in medieval times, man. They got a little heater vent right here on their floor. All right, let's give it some side walls. And do I want to have some deep slate walls? Yes. Let's give it a try. Mix of deep slate and cobble. So it's not just all cobble around the whole darn thing. Love this music right now. It's fitting me. It's fitting me. And I like the layout better. And now I can make sense of where all my stuff is. I'll just keep coming back to that chest only when I need to grab a few things. So let's put some cobble here. No, we don't want it up there. Remember? This part's open. So we'll put a little there, a little deep slate here. All right, I don't know. Let's try just deep slate. Cobble, just regular cobble. We gotta get it right, man. You know what? I like that. So I'm gonna go with that. I like it. That looks like what you would expect a fireplace to look like on the inside of the building. And the outside you'd expect something sturdier, right? So there we go. We've got it. There's our floor. So now what we've got to do is get the rest of our floor in. But here's the question. What's our floor going to be? We've got this spruce plank, but I think what we need here is a slightly different kind of plank. Now, if we use a darker plank, like a dark oak, we're going to bring both over. But if we use a dark oak, what we're going to find, I can keep my block over here too. We're going to find that even though that fits kind of the theme, I like the idea of a dark oak floor. It's going to darken up the wall. I mean, it just darkens everything up. Gonna darken up. You're gonna feel like you're in a cave. You know, you're gonna learn a little bit of design skills here, man. That's what you're gonna learn. A little bit of design skills. Nobody likes a dark floor unless they have a light ceiling. So let's give it a try, see what we've got. I gotta get my food in me. I'm hungry again. I swear this guy eats better than I do. All right, so they're gonna have some beds. Beds are gonna go right up here. So this is our dark oak floor, but here's our next problem. Dark oak always looks really formal. I actually think I like it here, it's fine. I'm wondering if I need to patch it with something. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to get me some dark oak and I'm going to peel it and I'm going to mix that and do the same thing I did for the wall using dark oak on the floor. And I'll try to intimate where somebody might have been walking. That's the idea. We're trying to give the impression that somebody has walked in these particular areas for a long time and worn things down. Actually, I need to get a whoa. We got a slight boo-boo here. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yes, that is correct. Okay. So they will have walked here, obviously. And then you won't really see under the bed, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'll do is I'll do this one and I'm going to replace those with just stripped. Now I'm going to try this direction first. And then I'm going to try the other way and see which one I like better. Is this the wood that Scar always called his chocolate wood? I think it is. I think I like that. Let's put in some beds. That looks pretty darn good. We need some kind of a smooth texture or a worn texture somewhere on one of these, I think. Probably this one, but the problem is it meshes down here. I don't think it's going to look good. Actually, I'm going to leave it. It actually does look kind of worn as it is, and I really don't have the ability to deal with that right now. We need some beds, so I'm thinking the light gray is what I'm thinking. So let's go and get ourselves some beds made. We need 3 beds. And it's 3 because any of these little houses can be turned into a farm where the villagers can live. At least that's the plan. I have wool. My goodness, have we ever had some... I've got a dark gray and a light gray, but a light gray wool makes me think of... I'm the only guy on here, so there's nobody messing with me. Just all the snow we've been getting. Light gray makes me think of what you would have, but some of these guys are going to need some dark gray bed just for some variety. Not that the average person would actually ever see any of that. It's just, you know, how I want to do it. But I think the light gray is going to work great for up here for right now. Okay, we got their beds in place. We need some worn, I think 2 stone worn steps. I think that's going to be important. So let's grab some stone. We'll grab just 16 and we'll make 16 stone worn, just regular stone stairs. Because that makes it look like wear. So we want it to look a little bit like wear. You've been walking up and down these stairs for decades. So we will do, say, this one. And then I'm thinking this one here at the top. I don't have any deep slate that would give us the kind of texture you would expect for like a worn surface, and it would be bumpy. This transition here is a little rough, but you need it for down here so that it looks good. So we're going to leave that, and that's just going to be one of the things we're going to have to live with. Okay, so now what I have to do is figure out how I've done the next part, how I've differentiated along the side here, and what I've done as far as the walls up here. We need to jump one more time into my offline world because I just cannot remember. My memory is just not there. So I'll look at it and we'll get it clear in my head how I did it and how much texture I need and where I need it. So we're going to have a 3 and it's about 2 high basically on the inside here. Now I broke something else. I think it was a bed. Go get to work. All right, so from in here, it looks like we've got like a layer right on top. We didn't really do any kind of differentiation. Now, one of the things I kind of wanted to do, but I don't think I have the space for, just to go out a block. Okay, so I just had the cobble going all the way up, and then I had these like support pillars on the side, but we've done stone. So we'll just figure out what kind of texture we want right there. I think we're just going to start our light texture. And then get all of this figured out with our roof. Roof starts right there. Okay, right up above. Right up above. Okay, hopefully I can remember and have this in my head good enough that I can get this done. Love to finish this one house tonight. This would be nice. Okay, so we don't have creative mode, so we're stuck on the ground here. Let's see what kind of materials that we want to use. So I think what I thought is I might go ahead and do a diorite, calcite, polished diorite kind of wall. Give it some real good contrast. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. But this is what I thought I should do. I do not know how I did this part here, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll just put down my calcite. And we know that this has to be at least 3 blocks. Because all right, so we're going to need a lot more resources, but here we go. Okay. All right, so there we go. We don't have any sort of transition between these, and I don't like that. I think that that looks too sudden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this. And I'm going to figure out something that we can use to kind of transition. There's got to be something. So this is what we will spend some time and figure out. But I do like how the gray works with that. I think it looks good. Let's make sure we got all of our calcite back, because we only have a limited amount. But I do know where more is. I do know where more happens to be. Because keep in mind, in our Cave of Terror, we have a geode. And so there's going to be calcite around that geode. I don't have a way to get to this back texture here. I want to get this last block. And then I'm going to put in... I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in. But I'll put in something here. And then the next question is, all right, so let's try some stripped spruce. We've got two ways to do it. We can do it the long way like we've done over the door, or we could do it the other way. I'm thinking the long way, but then I gotta figure out what we want to put in the corners. I don't know yet. Here's some of our strip spruce we have. We'll grab that bad boy right now. Then we've got to get this wall some definition. You know what? If I do that, the nice thing about this is we can just continue this right on up, but then I don't know that that doesn't really transition either. That's a tough one, folks. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of stumped. But we'll figure it out. I love my axe. I have my axe back finally. It's a little too matchy-matchy, so it don't work. So if that's too matchy-matchy, and we're not a huge fan of the brick, because I don't think the brick would look very good, but we can try. We can do a brick and stone, maybe the occasional andesite. I don't know. I don't think that's going to work either, but let's give it a try. I'm just going to start with stone. And then give it some punctuation here and there. And then we've got to bring it up and down. So this is where it gets a little tricky. Because we've got to blend it in. So we got to make it look like it fits and works like this. So let's say we make this one of these bricks, and then we might put another brick or two up here. And then down here we need the calcite. We don't have any on me. And then we might have, every once in a while, we might have just like, so we'll put over here, we'll put one broken brick. And then we might have one floating kind of brick or stone. Maybe here. And maybe another here. And then all we have to do is add a little bit of definition here. So we just want some regular deaderite occasionally and some, boy, this is really tough trying to cart all these blocks around and figure out the pattern. And then I got to figure out if I want to put any mossy ones in there. Because, you know, you're dealing with color. It's not just about trying to make it realistic, of course. And I haven't figured out what I'm doing on the edges yet. That's another thing. But let's continue this here up. So let's have some stone and maybe another moss at some point. Let's do the moss here and then end it with a stone. How about that? I'll have to run and get my blocks here pretty soon. Or they'll fade away. Let's go run and get my other blocks so we don't lose them. I have limited resources, so I have to kind of be greedy with all of my blocks. Hopefully I picked them all up. Okay. Alright, so we do that. Let's take a deaderite, stick it there. Stick another deaderite maybe down in here. And then maybe a polished here and here. Now, one of the things that I watched was about rules, and I think our rule should be no plain deaderite touches a polished deaderite. I think that should be one of our rules. Alright, what I'm thinking is that's too crowded, too busy. We're going to move it over here. And then maybe move a stone up there. We'll see how that looks. We got to go to bed. And if we're lucky, we've got a wall we're happy with. And we'll just repeat the process. It'll be easier for the next ones because I've thought it out and figured it out. Yeah, this here is going to end up being stone as well. And in this case, we're just going to make it 2 of these. But we got to make sure that that doesn't look too, you know, matchy-matchy. So let's take this stone, and then we can put a plane. Now I think we've got too much, not enough white at the top. Too much of the other. Let's have a little more white at the top. Let's turn this white as well. And this one down here. Let's change this up. I think we want to use a brick here. And maybe a white here. Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, no. I think that works. And maybe 1 brick up here. All right, let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think that's gonna work. Looks cool too. Let's see how it looks from a distance. A little bit of a beauty distance shot here. Let's get over here on the ice. And you're not going to see a lot of that roof because that's all going to be, there's going to be other stuff coming down. It's mostly kind of hidden from view. Let's make sure we got all of our parts. We didn't miss anything that got stuck somewhere. We got this wall out here, so that worked. We got our extra part. Okay, so that's what we'll do all the way around. Let's go ahead and rip out these corners. And we're going to use bricks. But we're not going to use just bricks. I've changed my mind on something. But we're going to create another rule. And the rule is that no plain block can touch the moss. Okay? So that's going to allow us to do a little bit of juggling here. All right, because of our rule, this has to be I think we'll use a cracked here just for a little definition. I don't think we'll use the andesite on the side corners. I think they'll just be bricks and plain, I think is what we're going to do. All right, and I see I'm back. Hello, Black Belt. Welcome back to the stream. I'll give you a distance shot and you can let me know what you think. And we've just created a rule. And the rule is that plain stone cannot touch any of our mossy cobble. You got to create little rules here. All right, so this one needs to be done. We've got this here. I think this time we're going to use 2 plain. And we're going to use one of these at the top. I'll give you a distance shot in a minute. And I think this one's going to be cracked. And then this one I think will be cracked about here. All right, so that's our rules, and that's our back wall done. Let's get our materials, make sure we didn't lose anything. We'll jump here in each corner, make sure we got all of our stuff. We'll look out from a distance, see what we think. House number 1 is nearly complete. We just got to toss a roof on. Now, I was using black stone. I think that's, deep slate. I think that's going to be our best bet for a roof material. All right, Black Belt. This is what it looks like from a distance over here. We're still working on the transitions. What we came up with for the transition was over on this side. And I think that worked out really well, although I do see one thing I want to change. One little change I'm going to make. But let's get a distance shot before we do that and get a really good look at it from a distance. It should look pretty good. Yeah. And I think it fits. I think the transition's okay. So I think we got it. I think we're good. I think we're going to be happy with this. Okay. Need my calcite. You know, I never thought to use like a block you couldn't process. Never thought to do that, you know, until recently. This is all new to me, you know. I am going to leave that the way it is. Okay, let me read your comment. See what you told me. I was with my fiance. How's your fiance doing? Did you splash freezing cold water in your face to wake up? No, you didn't tell me to. You told me you're going to tell me this method to wake up, and then you never told me. Thank you for the comment. Yes, I'm glad you agree. That looks good. Cool. Means I might be onto something. All right, I'm going to give you my technique to help you wake up, Black Belt. This will also help you if you're feeling overwhelmed, and it's not my technique. So there's a book, and I have a journal entry. It talks about this a little bit, called Coming Alive by Barry Michaels and Phil Stutz. And in that book, they have these things called tools. And I encourage you to look up the book at your library or somewhere. But one of the tools is called the vortex. And it's a very simple, quick visualization. All you do is you visualize yourself standing there. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, anytime you need an energy boost, this is a slow burn energy. This is not a fast energy boost. You know, this is like sustained, like a long-term slow burn type energy. So you stand there, you look up above you, and you see 12 suns. And the 12 suns can be gently kind of spinning up there, but they're not really moving. They're kind of in place, and they're just big, bright suns floating above you. So you look up, you see the 12 suns, and then you mentally, and you can kind of get a little bit, you're relaxed to start, get a little bit stressed for a second, not really stressed, but just kind of like you're yelling for help. Just say help. And as soon as you yell for help, silently, mentally, vortex happens because the suns start to move and they create a vortex. And the vortex drags you up in the middle of the suns and up through the suns. And as you get dragged up through the suns, you absorb their energy and you grow. You automatically grow bigger. You don't even really have to picture it. It just happens. So by the time you get out of the vortex and out of the middle of the suns and step out, you're a huge, giant, glowing energy kind of being. And that's the exercise. Once you've done that, you should feel like a warmth in your chest and that you can do pretty much anything. So there's my little suggestion there for waking up, or anytime you're feeling overwhelmed or a little bit low. That's something I just recently learned and I love it, so I use it when I need it. I'm going to use it tonight, actually, right after we get done with the stream, because I got to work. She is doing good. Glad to hear it. You did see it? I have to look up in the chat. Oh, I am so sorry. I boo-booed. I did not see, and I told you that you didn't do something you did. I am sorry. Okay, let me check. Let me see if I'm right. Good way to wake up. At Berry Pumpkin. The cave I would live in. Ancient city. You need to put the squid farm in river biome. What, LOL? I'm sorry, Black Belt, but it's not there, man. You can check the chat yourself, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I'll look it over again after the stream, but I don't see it. I swear I don't. Not trying to argue with it, but I ain't seeing it. Okay, so per our rule, no moss can touch the plain stone, which we've got going on here just fine. Alright, so now we got to get this one done. And I'm glad to hear that your fiance is doing well. Glad to hear it. So I think for this one, what I want to do, this is so hard. I only have so many slots to put things into. I want a plain stone right here. And then maybe over here, we're going to have a regular brick. And then I'm thinking maybe a couple of deaderite. Placed wrong. And let's have a polished, maybe just one polished on this wall, probably here. You're all good. Okay. All right. You know, it's cool, man. I appreciate you giving me the tip. I needed it, man. I didn't use it because I didn't see it, but I would if yeah, cold water, I use that sometimes. It does work really well. It's a great tip. I appreciate it. Something about this pattern, I don't like it. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you for the life of me. I'm not happy with it. Let's try that. I like that. That I like. Tell me in the chat why you think I didn't like the first one, but I like the second one. What the heck am I smoking over here? And inside's looking good. Let's do another wall. And then we're going to get onto the ceiling. This is going to be tricky right here. We just got this little tiny area here. So what I'm thinking is I'll sneak over one stone right here. And then up here I'm thinking we'll just sneak over one of these polished. Anyway, thank you for sharing the tip, Black Belt. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming back to the stream. Love having you around. Feel free to invite your fiance to watch with you if she's at all interested in this sort of thing. You know, I don't know that I'm, you know, somebody she would want to watch, but, you know, welcome. Love anybody who wants to stop by, so. Okay, let's continue along here. Need to see if she wants to play Minecraft and get her onto the server so she can play with you guys. Play with all of us, you know. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. And it looks kind of like a, you know, like you would expect on a fishing village. Something very old. More lighter than what I created in my other worlds, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, continuing along, I think we've got a pattern and we've got a feel for it now. So we're going to grab this, we're going to put in one of these, grab here, put in one of these, grab in here, put in one of these, and maybe just kind of hang out here in the nowhere land one of these. Then I'm guessing here and here I'm going to want some regular deaderite. And maybe here and oh, here let's do some polished. Alright, that looks too regular, so let's grab this and move this over by one. I like it. Again, I don't know why, but that I like. So, and we're right up against the wall here, so any bad guys... This wall was to prevent most of the bad guys from coming, but they might come from the snowy area up there. There's nothing I can do about that. I might put the gate in front to make sure they're safe. Ooh, I got a female vocal track. I love it. You're on day 2100 on your hardcore world. That is really cool, man. Hey, can you tell me what happened with Devil Dog's hardcore world? I saw that his last stream was last year. Did he lose his world, or is he still playing on his hardcore world? Figure if anybody knows, you would know. Okay, so this middle stone here isn't in the right spot. I need to put this song on my save list. I like this. I'm not happy with how this is looking. Let's replace this with one of these. Better. Okay, we'll take it. That works. All right, let's do the front door area. First, I need to add this to my list. I love this song. Oh, I've already added it. Without You. Alter. Can't pronounce it. You have no idea. Oh, man, I thought if anybody would know, you'd know. You're like the hardcore guy around here, man. Like, yeah, he would know. I know black belt would know. Well, I guess I'll go do some investigation one of these days and find out. Okay. Alright, it's done on this part. Now we gotta figure out where I put my windows because I don't remember for the life of me. And we need some glass, which I forgot to bring. There are windows in this, I think. Don't remember where I put them though, but they should be pretty obvious. We'll get a few windows in here if I can find my glass. Need to raid the desert over by where Xaero is living and get myself some more glass. Well, I will investigate a little later and find out what happened to my friend's hardcore world. I know something must have happened because he wanted to do something less stressful. He started the road and he did some other stuff, so. Alright, let's see how that looks from way up here, folks. I'm curious, aren't you? Oh yeah. I think it's gonna be good, and I think a blackstone roof is the way to go, or deep slate roof is the way to go here. So let's see if I can find where the heck I'm supposed to poke my windows. I think the windows are supposed to go right here. I think. Been a while since I've done this. I haven't checked the world recently to check and make sure where things are supposed to go. But I think there's a window there, and then I don't know if I want to poke a window here into this side wall. I didn't really think about that in the other one, but that might be the way to go. Actually, I might even leave this one no window. I mean, who's to say I need to put a window on the lower floor? Let's just have one window and a lantern. Well, let's have this be our window. Why not? Let's see if that works. I don't know what my plan was. I have to check and see if this would fit, but let's do this. I have a silky, so I can break it and reclaim it if it won't work. But that will let in plenty of light. And then there's going to be two more windows. One here, I think. Right about where this is. And then the other one will be somewhere around here. Oh, I see. This is going to be a problem because this would be a really long window if it's here. We'll have to break this and put in our block that we want up here, which I think is calcite. Because that would start the next window, but that gives you a window for the stairs, which is what you'd want. Ah, water. Water's good for the body. I think I see why I didn't. I just probably didn't have a window in there. Because of the other one, it'd be too busy, too crowded. So. Let's just have no lower windows. How about that? Ooh. Ooh. This is another altar. Okay, pardon me, folks. I gotta turn this one up. Ooh. You can't see it, but I'm rocking out over here. Don't know if I like this part, but I like the rest of it. Okay. That's not where I like my door at. Don't worry, I'll turn down the music in a minute. There we go. Is that what I like? No. Wrong side again. I can't figure out where I normally like my handle. This is it, I think? No, the other side. Why is this so hard? Okay, there we go. Door in place. Okay, so I believe right here is where we start adding some deep slate stairs and stuff. Okay, so I'm thinking tile and regular polish, maybe some regular steps. I'm not 100% sure the best course here. We're just going to play around and figure it out. Okay, I'll turn down the music in just a second. That was fun. We'll grab some brick ones. Another good one. Okay, let's grab this, and we need some regular blocks. Not bad. Alright, we're going to try and do this roof from memory, and I'm bound to screw something up, but we're going to find out what happens. Now, we can move our villagers in. They can't really get out, I don't think. All we have to do is put our fence in front, and then they're trapped in here forever. Now they can jump up out of here if they wanted to. And they probably would try. So let's not move them in just yet. Let's wait till the end. I do want to move them in by the end of the stream, though, before I quit. That's important to me. Okay, so now I've got my polished deep slate. And I don't have any, I have some polished deep slate. Here's some deep slate tile, some brick, some cobble, some cobble. And don't ask me how we're going to figure this out and do this, but we're going to figure this out and do this. I believe it starts right here. Now we're just going to start with tile to begin with. Now, does that mean that this top row is also supposed to be... Very good question. Can't tell you, I don't know. I think I'm right, though. I don't like that. Why did you do that to me? My silky needs some repair work. I love hearing the ocean while I'm working on this. I really feel kind of inspired working here. I'm pretty sure I have my placements right, but I'm not 100% positive. And now these do not go straight across the door. I'm just doing that to kind of know where my line is. All right, my music has stopped. It's a sad day. Sad panda. All right, let's get upstairs. We got to check our music. It could be an ad. It could need to reload. I don't know. But we'll find out. All right, so I need to verify that I've done this right. The stairs should start at 3 heights above the ground. And then they go in from there. I hope I'm remembering correctly. Okay, so this playlist could not have died. I know sometimes they like to burp. This is called Digital Escape. Okay, so I'm going to have to wrap this. So we're only going to get one house done today, folks. I'm sorry, but you know, this is going to go faster, I think, after this, because I'm getting it in my head how to build it and getting it thoroughly stuck in my noggin how I want to do the patterns. So it should be faster from here on out, although I can't guarantee a thing. Okay, let's go. Come on, fly. Fly away with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the stairs start. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're 1 off, but that's okay. Easy to remedy. Ugh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your streams resume again if you're still there, Black Belt. I remember you mentioning that you were going to resume streaming soon. I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know what'll catch them. I always seem to be busy or doing other things, but I'd like to. Definitely intend to. I guess Kiro did some streams, but he was doing Fortnite. I'm not a huge Fortnite fan anymore. I used to be. All right, moving along, singing a song. So they start after 4, I believe. I think we've got that right this time. Oh my goodness. You guys, I should show you what's sitting here next. I'm going to take a picture of it. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone. Hold on a minute. I wish I had my coffee now. You got to see this. I can't really eat it while I'm streaming, so it's going to have to wait a few. Alright, I'm putting this on Discord after I go to bed. Zombie coming. Alright, putting something on the Discord. You guys probably can't hear me. You put some on the Discord for you right now. Mom just brought something into me, but I can't eat it because right now I can't eat while I'm on stream, so. But I really appreciate her thinking of me. Alright, somehow, some way, I'm gonna get in here. Put this under chatting. Alright, there you go. Pictures in the Discord and chatting, if you're curious. My mom just brought something delicious to me. Yeah, I got a little damage. Zombies mean business around here, man. They ain't messing around. They want to kill me. They really, truly do. And I never did nothing to them, you know. I just kill them every time I see them. I didn't do anything to them. They deserve to be killed. They're zombies. Darn it, anyway. I don't know how this is gonna work. I might have to redo the line here because I've got this weird bright strip now underneath, and I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. But that's all part of the learning process. Alright, let's get upstairs, add this, and get our roof on. We need to get this finished, and then I can end the stream and I can eat my little goodie that's waiting for me and calling to me. I can hear it speaking to me even now, man. Now, here's another issue right here. I need to do two fronts. So this is going to be a front, and this isn't going to go all the way. It's only going to go part way, but I don't know how to differentiate and say how much it's going to go. Because it's going to be an L-shaped roof, and that's going to take a little more work. I have to make it hard on myself. You guys know how it is. Alright, so I guess I scalped this top off. We don't need it. Okay, so now we're just going to put in a tile layer. And then we have to figure out, I guess we'll start with this tile layer. We have to figure out, yeah, I think that's right. Gotta figure out our texturing here a little bit better. Now, if we do as we said we're going to do, then this would probably be open over here the same way. And maybe even have a window here. Couldn't say for sure, don't know, but guessing. So we'll just grab 3 of these tile blocks. These ones right here. Ugh. And then over here, we got to figure out the same thing. There's going to be 4 of these in an L-shaped pattern. So this is going to be right here, I think. There we go, and we've got 4 or 5 there, so that should be good. And then our last one will probably be right about here. No guarantee I have any of this figured out right in my head at all. All right, let's add some polished and some regular cobble. We got to figure out the pattern that we like here. I'm thinking probably going to be more bricks for this part here. That's going to be the less polished, more bricky type stuff, I'm thinking. And that also gives it some nice contrast, which I like. All right, let's try that. And try to get our next layer of stuff then as we're trying to flesh out this roof. Gonna change that porch too, I think. Okay, so this is gonna be our next set of stairs. But we haven't figured out our stair pattern yet, so let's do that now. Okay. Alright, let's grab this last stray block that didn't go where I wanted it to go, but now we've got enough bricks to get me on the next layer, which is what we wanted. Well, I'm not sure about this particular song, folks, so I apologize in advance. All right, let's trying to remember. I think it starts to go up at that point. Oh, let's finish the front. That will make it easier. If I can figure out the pattern from the front, we'll be in good straight. So let's do that. I guess in my area, they're actually thinking about making mushrooms legal. The good kind of mushrooms, in case you're wondering what I'm referring to. I don't know how that's going to go over with people, but I'm curious to see what happens. Let's stick with our tile and whatever we're doing here. Let's do that. I'm going to move this away. I'm not interested in a lot of hip hop. I don't mind hip hop, but it's not my mood right now. And I know somebody else that doesn't like it either, so. All right, let's get some scaffolding. We need some scaffolding. I still don't know what trap music is supposed to be. Definitely throws me off, that's for sure. Once the snow falls on this roof, it's gonna look so sweet. It's really gonna look nice. I gotta figure out how I want to accent it and punctuate it too. I don't know right now. Speaking of snow, it's gotten Christmassy around here. Oh, you ugly stare. Can't you do what I want you to do already? Alright, let's get a little bit of moves on here. If I've done my job right now, I should have up here. One of the things we do want is to have at least some wood up here on the roof, even if you can't see it outside of most of its area. We need to have a beam up here. So let's get our beam in place. I think a beam is important. To beam or not to beam? We'll go one out extra. I don't know how far this beam's gonna go. Probably have to do one last check with my other world and find out where I'm at around here, because I don't know right now. All right, and then I think what I did here, probably just used polish for this. We just, every other one of these, I think we're gonna have a ridged kind of roof up here. It's gonna look really good if I can get it remembered right how to do it. It's supposed to look like it's wrapped around there, so it's gonna be something like this. Or not. This isn't the right spot. Is it? Oh yeah, this is the right spot because it's going to come out. Isn't it going to? No, it's going to come. Wait a minute. Come on, brain. Yeah, we're out by one, right? So we're out by one. Okay, and then this is one more we need here. If I did it right, in between there's going to go a polished deep slate slab. Alright, now that isn't all there's going to be, because remember, we're also doing two more. We got one coming out here, probably that far. And we'll have another one coming out here. I'm thinking I got this in my head right. I might be messing something up, but I think I got it. Alright, I gotta figure this out. So, I one off here on this? On the nose? Yeah. Nice and warm around here, folks. Just enjoying the weather. Okay, so let's look for some syllables. Let's make ourselves some slabbles. Hopefully I have enough deep slate to finish the roof. And I'm probably going to use some polished stairs, which I do have. Let's see if it's sleepy time yet. Snow is really taking over around here. Try that again, shall we? So I think if I'm doing this right, these will be filled. And that one in the middle is going to become a lightning rod. And these ones on the end are going to have a polished step underneath, but there's no guarantee on any of this because I might have all this wrong and I have to work on it some more. Okay, so now let's finish this roof up if we can figure it out. So it's 7, I believe. No, it's an 8. Well, if I start from the top and work my way down, wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, that would help me figure this out better. Oh, this is too much here. No, it's not. I was thinking we was too much, but I think we're okay. Since I'm working up here on the roof, I'm going to grab my bed because I'm going to take it with me. Get up here in the rafters where it's relatively safe and I can sleep up here while I'm working on this roof, figuring this out. Yeah, it's gonna come in right here, I think. I don't know if I've done this right. I won't. Oh, poop. I won't know for a little bit, but we'll soon see. Well, that looks all right there. Really like how this is looking. I love how the snow is making everything feel right now. My bed is blocked. I stuck it in the wrong spot. Bedtime. Ugh. All right, moving along, singing a song. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-along. Okay, let's do some of this. A little of this bad boy. A little of that. Some of that. Remove this and replace with one of these. All right, now we'll do the same over here, if we can figure it all out. Slight issue, but that's okay. We'll figure it. We're nothing if not persistent. I don't see any reason here to keep. I'm gonna do this. What the ever-loving name of dog is this music? I don't know, folks, what we're listening to here. Probably won't stick it out quite that far. And we'll use a polished right here on the front. Actually, let's be picky. Let's be particular. Do something a little different. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but let's do it. I mean, it looks kind of dumb because it's just kind of floating. You know what? No, let's not do it. I'll just, nah. That's fine. Alright, let's get the other side done, but we need to eat some food. We're dying over here. Alright, and I have got to wrap this. It is time for me to get ready for work. I have no idea when my dad's going to show up and say, hey, it's time to work. I'm like, give me a break. What is this? Why do I have this here? Oh, okay, that's right, because we have some internal things that we don't need. If I can remember which ones they are. Okay, I'm going to put on some different music. This stuff is nuts. Okay, I think that's the minimal amount of textures we want in there. It's hard to remember, the pattern's hard to recall and keep straight in my head. But you see how we have this extra... We don't have an extra. Oh, okay, because we did that on the outside. Okay, so I think we are all matched up where we need to be. Okay, good, good, good. Good enough. Okay, moving along. Trying to figure out how this is laying out. I'm a little bit stumped here. I guess this one maybe goes sideways and then we don't I think so. I think that's right. Don't quote me on any of this. And then this is going to be more of our other texture that we have here. But I think that's right. I think. Man, this is slow. I need to get ready for work too. I don't know if I have enough time to finish, and I want to finish. I really do. I cannot remember if I take this out and I use my little texture here or not. Alright, I think I have some calcite. Let's put that in there and see how that looks. It'll work pretty good, have good contrast. A little bit of brightening it up. Did we need this? Was this a stair? What was this? Not 100% sure. I have to check it, but I think that's correct. I'm almost positive that these two here will also be calcite. Almost. Not quite, but almost. All right, let's go to bed. All right, and then I think this gets removed and put with a polished. I think that's the plan. Okay. And then I believe either this or the next one up gets deleted to make a window. One of these two. Because you gotta have a nice window. So these two will probably also be calcite. We'll do the same pattern with it. And we'll grab our white blocks here and we'll try to figure out how to put all this together. We'll have to shuffle it around and make some adjustments later, but for now we can run it. Alright, what I'm thinking is maybe some plane here. And in this case, maybe just one of the polished. This must be that kawaii or whatever it is stuff that I'm not a fan of. Alright, and the same thing would be done on the incel poo. I can't get where I need to go. Okay, I think all of this stays the same. Let's get these all up and in place here. I'm not 100% certain, of course, of anything here, but why do you keep switching to the wrong... My goodness. What am I gonna do with you, huh? Yeah, we'll take your little notice off my screen. I'm streaming right now and I don't want to be interrupted by you, Google. So be quiet. Google just put a notification on my screen about, you know, it's a push notification for Nightcap. I don't like push notifications, I gotta say. They're very rude and interrupting when a guy's trying to focus, and I don't like it. But that's why they do it, because they know that if they can mess with your head, keep you from thinking clear, you're going to be easier to manipulate, easier to control. They got it all figured out, whoever they are. Don't ask me who they are because I have no idea. All right, I think this is correct. But don't quote me, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here yet. Let's try to wrap this up. Okay, let's grab the rest of my blocks. Okay, so we got one part done. We got to get this part done. We got a few other parts to do, and then it's done. So let's grab our scaffolding. Not the best place for the scaffolding to help me understand my pattern here. Okay, here we go. My dog's barking at me in the game. He's like, I'm cold. Come get me. Get me out of here. I'm freezing. He's not happy. He doesn't like being out in the cold. Even though he forgot that he's a wolf and he's supposed to be used to the cold. I mean, that's, you know, what are wolves for? Okay. Let's get this part finished. I think we've got this right, but I can't be sure. Uh, all right, I think we've got it. Oh, I see a spot I missed. This is kind of hard for me to see. It's really, it's hard to read the pattern on the roof. It is really tough, folks. But it's in, and I think it's done right. Let's go to the next one. Now, what I don't remember is if I do... Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. If I do a step right here, or how I do this. This I don't recall. But I think we'll put a polished in there. I don't see why not. No, polished, I said. Mouse cursor. I don't know if that's the best way to go about that, but what's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's grab my scaffolding. Get it all out of the way, get all my blocks. Alright, do I have enough of a roof in yet to put the villagers in here, I wonder. Yeah, the next question is, well, on top of the obvious question of how do I get to my bed. Alright, roof is coming along. We almost have it completed. Now, are these blocks necessary? Just 2 of them. Seems about right. Yeah, and I think that's where the windows are going to be. Let's put in some glass. I think we're right on that, and have a little fun getting those windows in, because then I can get the villagers in here pretty soon. And for now, we'll fence lock them in so they can't get out. There we go. Get this roof finished, and then we can put them in here and lock them in, and that will wrap the video because I've got to get ready for work tonight. I probably have to work very shortly. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there yet. I have to look into this. Okay, so this goes out, then this goes out. Okay. All right. No, please don't. You're gonna give me a headache. Don't do that, man. That's no fun. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like it. Okay, that roof is done. Let's go take a peek inside. Because I gotta figure out what I can remove here. Nope, I can't remove it. Okay, that's a step. Gotcha. Alright, so we gotta figure out how this is supposed to work here. Oh, poop. You knocked me down. I don't want to go down there. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so that should be the minimal, and I'm assuming these are also not removable. Alright, well, that's what we needed to know. So, is it a white wall? I guess I put a white wall right there. That matches. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. We've got it figured out. We're getting it. We're slow, but we're getting there. Okay, and I need one more. Well, poo. Alright, we're going to have... Oh, that's too many. I can't do that. I gotta have one more. Oh, can't do anything with that. Well, thanks for telling me. Alright, let's get this done. I want this roof on. I want out of here. We're done. We'll have to do the decorations on another stream, but we can move our guys in. Okay, so these will go out. And I think we just need to finish my nose off. We're working on that right now. And then if I'm lucky, I can hang from these my lanterns, which I do have some of. Oh, here we got another issue. Okay. It's done. Roof is done, folks. Let's take a look at it from a distance. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I missed one thing here. Let's grab this really quick. Perfect. And we'll hang some lanterns up before we go, because the lighting is kind of what makes this thing really awesome, you know? Having that lighting in place. And I believe I have some lanterns ready. Yes, okay, let's go look inside, make sure we got all of our stuff. Somebody tell me why every time you do that you lose things up here. I don't know. Alright, let's get a distance shot. Make that the thumbnail, I think. Well, I see some issues. I see some issues. It's not done yet though. I got decorations to do, but I definitely see a few issues. But once we put the decorations in, I think it'll tie it up real nice. But I almost think there's too much contrast with that white, and I'm not sure that the gray fits. So I have to do some thinking on that. Okay, make sure all this looks good. And then we're going to be adding some detail in here later, but we don't have that now. What we're going to do right now, go over here and get us a couple of fences and a gate. We're going to move in 2 of our villagers. I got to remember how I did their little area. I think I did a chest between them. Because if I didn't do a chest, what they did was they would attempt to try to be fishermen. So I need 2 job blocks. I need some spruce or oak. Let's do oak. No, let's do spruce. Let's do spruce. Alright, we'll go up and sleep in my own bed upstairs, and we'll grab 2 of my librarians out or 2 of my other workers out. I don't know who yet. Actually, I guess I could put a barrel in between them because they already have their job. And then I've got to have some trapdoors. I can't remember exactly, but I have a way of locking them in there so they can't get out. But they have to have a space above. I found that out when I was trying to get all these guys working. Okay, let's see. Who shall we move? Let's see. Let's try librarians, I think. So here's my mending librarian. We'll grab this guy. And then I think I have a librarian around here that's an unbreaking. Here's my unbreaking librarian. Now I ran out of room, so I need to make some room in myself. What can I move out of here that'll give me a little space? I got 1 stray block of green here. I can just go down here for now. Because I need 2 workstations. We'll grab these 2 here in the corner. Okay. And now I gotta figure out how to do all this. This will take me a minute. And I gotta eat again. Ah, pooey. Then I'm going to set up in the AFK farm and attempt to get myself some squid while I'm at work. Maybe a little bit of other stuff too. Alright, so for right now we're just going to do this. It's probably not the best way, but I know that no bad guys can get in and they can't get out. Then I stick their job blocks, if I can remember everything correctly, something along the lines of this. But then I don't want them to get out, but they can't get out. They can't get over, so this is fine. Then I stick a chest in for me right here. Now there are some entities that can jump over a one block and get at them, but they can't jump out, so I think that's what matters. Alright, so now let's put this here, allowing me to get up here and check on them and make sure they're not finding a way out. Alright, and we need to give them a lantern in that roof area. Now this might need to be a slab. Yes, that has to be a slab, otherwise they don't lock on to their job. I forgot about this. They're picky. They have to have a slab because they have to have a block or a half a block or whatever so they can get to their job site. Alright, well that's easily fixed. And I'll leave this shut so they can't get out. Alright. No, don't go out there, dumbass. Really? You're gonna make me pick you up, both of you? Great. You guys are just annoying. You gotta be trapped in your hole. That's where you're gonna live for the rest of your life. Deal with it. Oh yes, because I did peeled. Okay, well I won't be able to do the peeled then. And then let's see along here, let's do some spruce stairs. Do I have spruce stairs already made? I don't want to make more if I already have some. Come on, run faster. I don't care if you're hungry. Run, 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 run. We gotta go get ready for work. Come on, man. Let's go. Alrighty, I only have 4 stairs. So all that running for nothing. Okay, well let's grab some of these. We'll make some stairs out of them. Just around the edges to give it a little detail and trim. I think they'll still have enough space above their blocks to do their little thing that they like to do. Alright. Please don't do that. I'm going to get mad at you. That may not be enough space, actually. Let's go ahead and be more particular and do... No, 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 no. Wrong, wrong, wrong. This one. Yeah, but does that look... Yeah. Shoot, I don't like that. It doesn't look good no matter what I do to it. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And I don't think... Ready to work, huh? Give me a minute, I'll wrap up. Nope, they can't get up without that block there. All right, let's put them back down. We'll know we've done it right when they come down and they want to be at their job block. So if they can't come down and want to be at their job block, then we've done it wrong. Now we still need to give them a lantern, so let's not forget to do that before we leave. Let's do that right now before we go. Okay, and I've got to go. It is time to work. Where is my lanterns? I knew I had some. We'll do the outside decorations and edges on the next stream. Want to thank everybody for joining, whoever is left that is watching. Thank you for joining. I hope you had fun. I did. And yeah, well, I think what I did was with this, I actually did a chain. Yes, this is what I did. Because it kept them, they kept falling down, and what I did was I used a chain and a lantern as a way to control their movement. They couldn't move past the lantern hanging on the chain, and that was enough to kind of light the area like we wanted to. I like sticking them on the crossbeam like that, but it just worked out better to do it over here. Because now they can't really fit over this way. Actually, did I do two? I think I might have done two. It's been a little bit, so I don't remember 100% for sure. Yeah, see, now they can't go anywhere. Keeps them from crashing and burning down the stairs and falling and hurting themselves. Alright, so now they are willing to talk to me and do their... Well, wait a minute. The other guy's not coming to his block. Okay, so now they're willing to talk to me. Okay, but I need to get rid of this extra in the back. I think that's too much. Well, there you go. Now you guys learned a little bit about how the villagers operate. They're kind of annoying, but they know what they like. I'm going to go ahead and just do all this in trap. I mean in this. I don't like how this looks here, so I might remove it and replace it with wood later. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, actually. Let me put a trap door under here so I can remove this. And I'll keep the trap door under here because... Oh. Well, okay, that's fine. I can just float there. They can't get through. I need to get all of my blocks, make sure I've got them all. Alright, now when it's not nighttime, as it is right now, they should come down and do the work, and then I can trade with them. So they'll move down automatically as long as they can have enough space around their thing. But I'm going to up this wall one more to this part right here. So that's my next task, but that'll be done later. They should theoretically come down and talk to me, but I don't see them doing it. So let's go see if we can find out what they're getting stuck on. All right, well, they're making me a liar, but they usually come down and let me talk at them and work with them. So this plan usually works. I'll have to check my design, make sure I didn't miss something. But they should have enough space here to be able to do their work and work with me. But if not, I'll find a way to make it so that they can be easily accessed. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, maybe tomorrow. And I've got a video I'm working for an offline, so we'll see what happens. But I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. Music has been the EDM playlist from Slipdot Stream.